Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Registered Ranching Podcast, where cows, humor, and a little bit of cowboy wisdom collide. I'm Tucker Brown, sharing stories from the ranch and a TikTok every now and then. We're here to keep the ranch in the family and the family in the ranch. So, let's saddle up. Hey, welcome back to the Registered Ranching Podcast. Tucker Brown, Michael Scott Stevens. I would just like to say Michael Scott. It sounds like I'm in the office. It's like I have a real life office. We're going to get him on the pod one day.
Yeah, one day. Even
What's
though I
his
don't
name?
know who he is.
Yeah, what's his name?
Steve Carell.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That's the guy off of Anchorman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Get him
Yeah,
on here.
you know the Anchorman guy. Welcome back to the Registered Ranching Podcast. We are only 38 days away from the next bull sale.
Yep.
Crazy. We already weaned our calves. Not all of them. We weaned our registered calves. Moved some cows today. Had some trouble with that.
Yeah.
Dude, that rain got us late. Cows didn't want to move. Sook wagon got stuck.
Sure did.
It was wild. But we got a good guest today. We get to talk about some kind of cowboying across Texas. A little bit of music, a little bit of rodeo, a little bit of horse showing. Want to welcome to the Registered Ranching Podcast. You're not going to hear the applause, but they're waiting to applaud you. Mr. Sam Norman, the Throckmorton native. Mr. Sam Norman, welcome in, dude.
Glad to be here.
It's, how long has it been since I guess you make it back with your family here a little bit?
We come in and visit about as often as we can. Usually Christmas, time or two through the summer. We'll come up and stay a night coming through or going home from showing and rodeoing, something like that. We'll kind of pop in, stay the night.
Yeah.
It's kind of good in between for where we live.
Which is?
In between Waco and College Station, a little town called Reagan, right off Highway 6.
Reagan.
Reagan,
It
Texas.
is it off Highway 6? Do you go through it?
Well, you go over the overpass.
Oh, okay.
But right before you get there, if you look out if you're going south down toward College Station, if you look out your driver's side window, there's, about 1,300 acres of oak country over there that we turn a bunch of cattle out on.
Is that close to the barn?
No.
Not close to the Aggie barn?
No, yeah, it's, I don't know, probably a mile.
Oh, it is. So
Probably,
it's real
probably a
close.
mile. It's a mile north of that.
Okay.
Maybe mile and a half north. Yeah.
Dang, now I know.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to College Station, it's on what side?
It'd be on the east side of Highway 6.
Is that left?
Yeah. Left.
I'm directionally challenged.
That happens.
Yeah, on the left side. So, Sam, tell us a little bit about yourself now, who you're working with. Who you're working with now, family, kind of what your job description is.
So, I work for Pete Bonds, and I manage the Falls County division of that ranch for them down at Reagan. And married to my wife. It'll be 10 years in November.
Dang, congrats, dude.
I know it.
10 years, that's crazy.
It's
You're getting
insane.
old.
I am getting old. Gray hairs.
Yeah.
We've got one little boy named Knox. He'll be 5 in October, and he's a lot wild,
Yeah.
feral,
Yeah.
but he's good. I mean, he's a blast. Love having him around.
Heck yeah.
It's changed a lot of stuff.
What'd you say, the Falls Division?
Falls County.
Falls County Division.
Falls County. So where we're at, Reagan sits in Falls County.
Yeah.
Whole ranch sits in Falls County.
Okay.
That's what they call it.
Okay. And running yearlings, running cows?
So we do a little bit of everything. We've got mostly it's going to be a stocker yearling deal. We take in a lot of 3 weights and we'll straighten them out there, and we're pretty much a preconditioning yard. And those cattle go on to grass in New Mexico at Capulan, at that ranch out there,
Yeah.
and then ship about this time of year. So September, October, they'll ship out of there with them, and then we'll run some bigger cattle down there
Dang,
and
buying
ship in
3
May.
weights. That's
Well, it can get pretty difficult.
yeah.
It can get pretty difficult.
Are they kind of native, or are they from?
We get cattle all the way from Florida to Arizona, Utah, some Oklahoma cattle. We've done some local cattle, some New Mexicos. I mean, just kind of wherever he can get them and he can get his hands on them, you know, because that market right now is pretty tough. It's
Unreal, bro.
unreal. They're high, hard to get a hold of, and then the numbers they're just not there in some places.
Yeah.
And so whatever that's Pete's deal.
Yeah.
You know, he buys them and sends them. He just tells me get ready, get the boys ready.
Pete's bought a few cattle in his time.
I mean, one or two.
One
or
or 2 million.
Few, a lot.
Yeah, Bonds Ranch. I mean, it's the Falls County division of the Bonds Ranch. Would that be right?
So
Okay.
there's four divisions of it. There's the ranch at Falls County, and the main deal is there in Saginaw, the headquarters.
Yeah.
And then there's a ranch at Canadian and a ranch at Capulan,
I mean,
New
I'm
Mexico.
being in just the TCU stuff and Ranch Rodeo. We're around the Bonds all the time. But I mean, I know Pete's pretty demanding. So I mean, being a division manager has got to be. I bet keep you on your toes.
It can keep you on your toes.
Because he expects a lot.
He does expect a lot.
And he should.
But he also lets a man do his job.
Yeah, does he?
And he does. He buys them and sends them, and then I've been there long enough that I feel like he trusts me on some stuff.
Yeah.
And make them live.
Yeah.
That's the whole deal, and
Alive.
keep them alive. And he kind of lets me do what we need to do.
That's awesome.
To get it done.
Yeah.
And
Because you've been there how long now?
September will be 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of cowboys have like this time where they go into the yearling operation, but it doesn't seem like they stay 4 years. Like you, I know you're doing some cows too.
Well, we've got some cows and some replacement heifers and stuff, and so the yearling deal. The yearling deal is hard. It's not for everybody. I started helping when I worked here for my dad growing up. When I was 15, I started taking care of cattle, and I'll be 35 in October, and I have yet to miss a year without straightening out a bunch of yearlings.
Oh, yeah.
So we're looking at 20 years of straightening out yearlings, and for the last 10 or 12, they've all been high-risk cattle for the most part.
And if somebody didn't understand that term, the high-risk cattle.
So
how would you describe it?
sell barn cattle and stuff like that, high-risk cattle.
They probably come from Alabama.
Ooh, don't get me started on those.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dang. What?
Man, they're bad.
Yeah.
Like anything,
Alabama, Mississippi, in general.
you go
In
east.
general.
Florida's not bad. They're feral. They're wild.
Well, they have to be.
But, I mean,
they
they're
gotta
so
fight
fast,
for the
nothing can
gators.
catch them
Yeah,
to
they
get them
got some
sick.
good gators out there.
Yeah, I mean, nothing can catch them to get them sick, so the health is usually incredible on them. But your local cattle, and I'm going to call out some mom and pop people on this deal, but the people that got 10, 15, 30, 40, 50 head of cows,
Yeah.
they're not branding, they're not vaccinating, they're not castrating, and they're leaving their bull out year-round, so they always got a paycheck, which I understand.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I get it.
That's a pretty large sector of,
Pretty much.
in numbers, it's a large sector of the industry.
Absolutely. But when they get to me and we bought them out of that sell barn, they can make it difficult.
Do you do a lot of like cutter bulls like that?
We do.
I mean, I feel like at 3 weights,
We do.
you're
We
kind
do
of
a
you
lot
might
of
not
cutter
be as
bulls.
behind.
We do a lot of cutter bulls. Like my favorite thing to happen through the winter is for Pete to get on an airplane, go to Arizona, and sit at Wilcox and Marana, and go every week for 3 weeks before Christmas or 4 weeks before Christmas, depending if we got grazing up, and then for 2 to 3 weeks, and I want him to buy them all. Buy everything.
Buy them all.
Buy them all.
Yeah.
And that's his slogan. I'm gonna buy them all.
I'm gonna buy them
I'm
all.
gonna buy them all, and he will. I mean, I've looked up in a week's time and gone from, 0 cattle on the inventory to 2,800 in 5 days. Yeah.
He'll buy them all.
I mean, he can send them in there. Maybe not 2,800, but we've done 18
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen 17 trucks roll in there in 3 days.
Pete's so good at, I mean, kind of that TCU mindset of the TCU ranch management mindset of like keeping it a business.
Mm-hmm.
And
He likes to
He's
put his
good at
foot
that.
on the gas when it comes to buying them cattle.
Yeah.
He'll back some people off in them soul barns.
Willie,
Oh yeah. He says he will anyway. I never get to see it. I got to be on the receiving end of it.
That'd be interesting.
He'll call in all of 20 seconds. Hey, bought you a load of cattle. What's your address? How many did you buy? I'll call you back. Well, he ain't calling back.
No.
He ain't calling. So I've got in good with the truck drivers out there in Arizona, and that guy that owns that business, he'll call and tell me, hey, I got 3, 4, 5, 8 loads coming to you tonight.
So you like them? You like them coming from the west?
I like them coming from the west. So the biggest deal on them cattle, those are brand law states. So most of them have at least seen a shot of blackleg.
Yeah.
Most of them have been cut. They've been castrated. And then a lot of times those cattle are a little bit older than what your local Texas 3-weights are going to be. They got a little bit more head, a little bit more tail to them. They're a little taller, a little thinner. And so those cattle have had to kind of be out there in the desert country and scrounge for everything that they've ever had. And then you bring them down there to Falls County and you stick them off in some oats that are, at times I've kicked cattle out first part of December, and it's knee deep on May.
Yeah.
And they don't have to want for nothing, just go on and live. And those cattle they do really well. You still doctor a lot of them just because they're selling more cattle in the trip and all the things. They're still high-risk cattle, but...
Sure. It's a long way.
It's a long ways. It's 15 to 18 hours to get down there.
It's kind of a sector I feel like that's forgotten. I know it's not forgotten by us, but I think by the general population, like ranching is more forgotten. A little more popular now than it has been in a long time, but
it's coming back.
Less thought of, right, by the main population. But the shipping, I feel like is
the
never
trucking.
thought. Yeah, the trucking.
The trucking's gonna eat you on them.
It's
cattle.
tough.
It's
expensive. Yeah.
It gets high.
So with Bonds Ranch for 4 years, you grew up here in Throckmorton, and after school in Vernon, you came back here, didn't you?
No, so I went to. I graduated from Throckmorton. I went to Vernon for a year and a half, and there's a guy named Chad Smith, and he's the ag teacher now at Guthrie ISD.
Oh.
But he was teaching some of the ag classes there at Vernon.
Uh-huh.
And that was probably the first person outside of my family that had ever really kind of took on a mentoring role to me. And he came in class one day, and I had class with a bunch of rodeo guys, and needless to say, a lot of them didn't show up to class. And
But you did.
I did. I had, for 5 years, I
that...
had class at 8 a.m. in college. Usually Monday through Friday, except one semester I didn't have class on Fridays.
Dang.
And so he kind of asked me, what are you doing?
Well, you may have had class at 8.
I went to 99%.
You went? Okay.
I did. I was not one of those. I couldn't skip class.
Yeah.
If I skipped class, I was not a good student. So,
that's about what kept my grade was that I was there.
I was so good at school, I went for 18 years.
You're good.
Yeah, really good. But he helped me get transferred down to Tarleton and get all my stuff in order.
That's right.
And then I went there and got my bachelor's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so after Tarleton.
After Tarleton, I came back. So thanks to the Obama administration, there was no jobs left in 2014. Like, you're at the end of the Obama administration, it's just miserable. And, it was even hard to find internships, for anybody. There was more people that either went back and worked for family or businesses that their family had been in, whether they owned it or ran it for somebody, to get their internship done with. That's what I did. Mm-hmm. So I came home in February of 14, and I worked for Dad and did my internship for Ross McKnight at his ranch. And when we were getting close to the end of that, Dad was like, hey, what are you going to do? I was like, I don't know. I had applied for, I don't even know how many jobs. A lot.
Yeah. Ranching gigs?
Everything.
Yeah.
I wanted to do veterinary pharmaceuticals, really bad. And
As in, like working for Merck or like a Zoetis or something?
Merck, Zoetis, BI,
Yeah.
something of that nature.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, well, you kind of do now.
well, I mean, they kind of work for me.
That's what I was, yeah, pretty much. Just, yeah.
So I kind of wanted to do that. And the later I got into college and the more I talked to some of those guys that were in the industry that, there was one guy I'd talked to and I was like, hey, what's it take to get into that? I kind of want to do that. And he was like, what have you done? And I told him and he was like, what do you want out of life? I said, well, I'd like to be married, have some kids, raise a family. He was like, yeah, I'd probably go back to doing what you're doing. He's like, I'm on my third marriage and child support isn't easy. And I was like, oh.
They just hit you with in
So,
the face
I
with
mean,
it. Yeah.
and then I talked to another guy and he was on his second marriage and he kind of told me the same thing. He's like, man, you're gone. It's hard on your marriage. It's hard on your kids. It's not easy like that. But in the back of my mind, I fought it, not wanting to cowboy for a living anymore because you look at anybody and everybody and you're just like, ooh,
right.
It didn't turn out too well for some of you. And I wanted more out of life, but it was just in me to the point where I couldn't turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was what I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that. It was eat, sleep, breathe.
You wanted it?
Yeah, I wanted it. Still do.
Well,
Don't so much didn't want the yearling deal, but it just happened to be the trade that I was probably not good at any of them, but I was better at it than I was the rest of it, so it just kind of seemed to stick.
At McKnight's, were you were you more on the yearling side or just kind of doing everything?
Oh, we did.
You did some farming over there too, I bet.
My dad, his motto is, if you want to work on a ranch, you got to have a roofer's card.
Roofer's card.
A roofer's card. And he said, you got to be able to do everything underneath that roof and put the roof on the building.
Okay.
And so from young age, we welded, we built fence, we painted. I'm a horrible carpenter, but I was good at handing him tools and cleaning up behind him when he was doing woodwork and stuff. Man, we did everything. Farming. I've logged a lot of hours plowing ground.
Yeah.
I
do remember that because you were. I remember you would, we would end up in the gym at the same time.
Now I was working full time here.
Right. While I was finishing, I was finishing up high school.
Yeah, you were finishing up high school, and I'd be coming in. You'd be from out working, and I was coming in, and I'd probably be getting a workout in before I went and got on the tractor.
Yeah, I remember you were like, well, I've done nothing but sit on a tractor. Like, I've got to do something.
I got to do something.
Yeah, I remember.
I still like to work out.
Do you?
Yeah.
You look good.
Well, thanks.
You do. You look
I'm
lean.
aging.
You look lean.
Not gracefully.
Not gracefully.
No.
Well, that's why we got to keep our beards.
Exactly.
Kind of hides it.
Exactly.
Kind of hides the aging.
Until
it turns gray.
I do still work out a little bit. Not to the intensity that I did when I was in my 20s.
Sure.
Sure. A lot of things slow down.
So you did everything at McKnight's?
Oh, yeah.
Put the roof on and everything?
Yeah, I was not very good at the pitch. I got plenty of chewings out of that. Yeah. But no, we did it all. All of it. I still do.
But you made a big jump,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like. Not that McKnight's is lower or that your next spot was higher.
It was just different.
It was really different
different
from your gig. And then being from out in that part of the world where there's cowboys everywhere and a lot of people wanting that job, I feel like. You may think differently. But it's pretty cool that you got to make that next jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell us about
it. So to finish up McKnight's, Ross hired me. My dad wouldn't. He was like, I don't play nepotism.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And so Dad told me, he's like, no, I'm fine with you working here, but the whole time you're working here, you got to be looking for another job. And so for 2 years, I looked and went and interviewed and looked at a lot of stuff, turned a lot of stuff down that just either geographically wasn't going to work or didn't fit or whatever. And then I blind called Tongue River one day, and they just happened to have a camp open that had come open like 3 days before that. And so we set up a meeting and went up and looked at it and kind of fell in love with it immediately. And then,
You were how old then?
well, I was 25, fixing to be 26.
Yeah. Were you married yet?
Yep. We'd been married 6 months. And my wife's from Katy.
You were kind of moving a little further from home. She was.
She loved it, though. She loves being out.
Does she?
She grew up with neighbors and all that stuff, so she doesn't really just love confinement.
Fair.
And so when we moved here, she really liked it. We lived out at McCluskey.
Yeah.
When we first got married, and then
On the north side of town?
it'd have been on the north side of your Uncle Todd's.
Yeah.
That house down there in the creek bottom.
Yep.
On Elm Creek. We lived there, and then we moved from there and went to Tongue River at Scott Camp.
So got the camp job.
Got the camp job. Well,
I feel like that, but Tongue River, from what I know, being like he loves to have good horses and cowboys and black hats.
Yeah.
Like that's what whenever I think of Tongue River, those are two things that automatically come to mind. Had you done much horse training before then?
I had messed with it a little bit, but I didn't know much.
Yeah.
I mean, I could get on one, ride one, go rope something, get a job done. But as far as finessing anything, no. And even while I was there for the first couple of years, it was pretty touch and go on some stuff. I probably French fried more than I made while I was there.
Well, that's what it takes, isn't it?
It does. I mean, trial and error. You got to find your way. And if you want it bad enough, you'll get better. If you don't, then you'll just stay mediocre or average at best and not put that work in. But if you want to get better, it takes a lot of work.
Well, I think you make a good point in there of like, I'm sure you enjoyed and not enjoyed parts of McKnight, working at McKnight's, and maybe being this close to family or whatever all those things are, good or bad. But you didn't just, whatever the next job was, you didn't just leave.
No, it needed to be the right thing.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to trust my gut and then trust, what God was putting in front of us. And you know as well as I do, once you get married, that you're not responsible for just yourself. You're responsible for your wife. And then you're responsible for your kids when they come and all those things. And it's kind of on you to make that decision. And you better consult your wife before you do anything, because more than likely she's smarter than you.
More than
in
likely.
my case, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, fair. Agreed.
So,
but I think it's neat because there are a lot of young bucks that like once anything like a bad season, a bad summer of drought, and they only had to get rid of calves and feed or fix fence.
Oh, and they get
all summer, and then
they get all upset and
then
feel
whatever
like
the
they're
next
being
job
treated
is,
poorly.
yeah, and whatever that next job is, like they're gone.
No, I
And
mean,
even if it's not the right one, but they're gone. And so that I just think that's neat that even though you were searching for gigs, even though you had offers, passed them up, waiting for the right one, and it was a pretty cool one.
It was a good one. It was a really good one. That door led to a lot of things, and didn't realize that what it was going to do. There were some really good guys there that taught me a whole lot about not just horse training, but cowboying, and being good men, and doing the right thing, even when it wasn't popular. I think a lot of those people that are there.
And Tongue River's where at?
It's in Dumont.
Texas.
So it's right in between Guthrie and Paducah.
Up kind of northwest Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be considered
I don't know.
northwest?
They say it's.
What do they say? West.
Nobody really says anything. It's just it's sat in that ranch sat in the four corners of
Probably
Matador, Cotley, King, and Dickens County.
Mm-hmm.
Them four corners, and so it. I don't know what you want to call it. It's as a crow flies, probably 30 miles off of Caprock. I mean, it's cold. I don't know if you want to call it Caprock country. I don't know what you want to call it. It's just.
It is different though. Like that part of that.
It's
Guthrie
different.
Dickens area.
It just has a different feel to it too.
Yeah. And they may hate me for it, but I think it has its own hat shape
It does.
and its own and its own accent.
It does.
Like that part of Texas has
does.
its own.
The people in that part of the world, everybody pretty well surrounding you, it's the same common goal.
Yeah.
Whether they riding for one brand or another, and
Because there's some big, I mean, there's so many big ranches over there.
mm-hmm.
I mean, Tongue River, Matador, Masterson, Pitchfork.
Sixes
Yeah,
is there.
Sixes.
Yep.
Not too far from, what is it over near Benjamin?
Morehouse is. Well,
Yeah. I mean, so many historical.
Gibson's is down the road over there.
So many historical circle bars, not
Yeah, it's not too far.
far.
It's
just
over
kind of
at
on the edge of
Truscott,
that,
yep.
right? But yeah, that's a different part of the country, and that's why I think it's cool that you got that job, because there are so many of those people looking for a job like that in that part of the
Oh, I
world.
was definitely the underdog.
Yeah,
And I think that they just wanted somebody that just wanted to put their head down and go to work.
Mhm.
And at that time, I was 25 and
so your first camp too, huh?
first, well, yeah, well, it was, yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah, fair
to say?
enough. Yeah, 100%. First full deal, like that's yours. Here's 33,000 acres, tend to it.
Yeah. What is the job description besides what you just said? What is the job description of a camp man?
So, I'll just give you the rundown on that camp.
What was it called?
Scott Camp.
Scott.
It's on the south end of the ranch, so its southern border is Pitchforks, and then it runs right into headquarters. And then there was another ranch over there that, John Brothers.
John Brothers.
John Brothers runs a bunch of coyote dogs, a bunch of greyhounds and stuff like that.
I guess
His
not.
family owned a ranch called PK Ranch, so that would have been the west side of that ranch. Of
I
my
know the
camp.
PK.
Yeah.
I went to
Fritzy.
TC, yeah.
Yeah,
Francis.
you and Fritzy went to TCU together, so she moved back there for a while, so she
Yeah.
was my neighbor for a little bit.
I'll be dang.
And so on the west side of my camp was PK's, and so that camp right there was 31,000 acres, I want to say, and I had almost 2,500 acres of wheat, pretty close to it, give or take. And so I had all the yearlings, and then usually about 600 to 800 head of mama cows to tend to too. And then so with having all the wheat country, I got all the yearling horses, 2-year-olds, and some of the saddle horses, and then some of the mares that needed
Needed
go
some
on
work.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
needed some help through the winter. They'd kick them all out on me, and I had
I'll be
to
dang.
tend to all that.
So how many did you have in your string?
So I started with 12 or 14, and I kept somewhere between, usually, depending on time of year, 7 or 8. I usually picked one a year. I just got to the point, like, it was just hard for me to get them started and keep them rode, because I had all them wheat cattle and all them yearlings, and I had grass cattle pretty well year-round, or wheat cattle. And so, I mean, I needed something. I'd kind of start one and then see if somebody would trade me something that was like 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Like one of the other?
Yeah, one of the other camp
Cowboys,
guys.
yeah.
Like, hey, you like that bronc? Yeah.
Let's trade.
I'll give you something with him, but I kind of need that one that's sitting over that I can go rope on. That didn't happen very often, though.
Yeah. Well, you got to have them. I mean, as many cattle as your miles.
I was leaving the house every morning with 3 or 4 head of horses saddled in a trailer, and going and taking them certain spots in them fields and kicking them out and tying them up, get ready for the next one.
So 600 or 800 mama cows. That's a lot too.
It was, and
Any
to have
heifers?
all of it at one time.
Any heifers?
I calved out some heifers one year. We didn't have a very good wheat crop. I had the ranch calves, and then I calved out some heifers that year. It wasn't too bad.
No, it was cool. Whenever I was announced, it was COVID, so 2020, and I was announcing that rodeo that once Wichita was canceled.
The makeup rodeo.
Yeah, the Stout Ranch Rodeo, I guess they called it. And So since I was announcing it, my dad and I went to every ranch that was in it, and part of it, that was my first time out to Tongue River, to the headquarters.
I forgot about y'all coming out.
Yeah, we came out there and ate and
had lunch during the cook shack.
Yeah, that was the first time that I'd ever been out there, and I'd always seen those other guys, but in the rodeo, but I'd never met them or met their families.
Great guys.
Yeah, good folks.
Good guys. Good men.
And so that was, I mean, even more than Tongue River, like going to Circle Bar, or going to Bonds, and I need to do that again. I need to do like a podcast series.
There you go.
Of if I can get them to talk.
Well, I don't know, but there's two of them up there that I don't know if either one of them would do a podcast, but they both can tell good stories and are good hands. And which they're not there anymore either, but they got better stories than I do.
What stories do you got? You got some Tongue River stories?
Man, too many to list. Like what kind of story are you after?
One that you hadn't forgotten is about all.
So, Miller didn't buy that ranch to run cows on. He bought it to quail hunt. And so, but he loved the horse deal. So they went all out on the horse deal. And he had a guy that was a general manager that was from Georgia that trained dogs for him.
He was the general manager of the ranch?
He was the general manager of the ranch. He was kind of the go-between guy between the manager and him. And so one day I was over there, and there was a field right there that runs down that FM road on the north side of the highway. It was called Northbaum. And they used to, at one point in time, that they'd fly from what's the Air Force base out at Lubbock or used to be there? Do you remember?
Reese.
So back, I don't even know when, they used to fly concrete bombs out there and drop them on targets in that field. So I had North Bomb and South Bomb on both sides of the highway.
Okay.
And so there's this fantastic sand stretch that's like this much sand, and then it's just hard pan underneath.
Huh.
And Jimmy, which would have been the general manager, and Mr. Morris were coming to go hunting at my end pasture down there. And I'm right there along the fence, and I am cut down on one. And I kick over him and draw an 8 around his neck. And I had a big chestnut horse that was out of Tom Morehouse's old stud Waurika and out of a 6's mare. And that son of a buck could drag it. And he weighed about 1,400 pounds. And I was roping like 375 weight Mexican steers. And when I say car killed, I do mean car killed. Like, first thing that hit was the back of this calf's head. And I step off, and I'm stringing the front leg, and I look up and time, and I stand up and look, and I'm looking at the highway, and here comes Jimmy and Mr. Morris right in front of me like that. And they just waved and kept on driving. And I was like, oh, no. I mean, they saw the whole thing.
Yeah, they did.
So about 2 days later, I think it was either on Saturday or Sunday morning, there or two later, we was in the cook shack, and I walk in. I mean, I'm cringing for the next time I have to see both of them. And we sit down there at breakfast, and Jimmy, he said, you having a lot of sickness over there? I said, yes, sir.
You knew it was coming.
I knew where he was headed with this. He said, yeah, I seen you rope that one the other day. Miller and I both did. And I said, yes, sir. And Miller goes, that's a pretty dadgum good horse, isn't it? And I was like, yes, sir, he sure is.
He's just pumped to the horse, wasn't he?
He was all, he'd never ask you about what your cows were like.
Huh.
He didn't care. But he'd ask you about them horses.
Yeah.
You like them horses? Yes, sir.
Yes, I do.
Yes, sir. They're all good. They're all good.
Oh, that's hilarious. Did you ever have camp guys come and help you besides like Brandon and stuff?
Not very often. Yeah. I mean, if we were shipping or shaping Yearlings up or Brandon weaning, whatever, yes. But day to day, just doctoring, no, I was kind of on my own. Every now and then somebody'd come. Elwin McCluskey used to come over and help me a little bit if he was freed up in the afternoons.
Yeah.
Like during the wintertime, if he'd get done feeding and he had some 3, 4, 5-year-old horses that were had been on the back burner that needed it, I'd look up and he and Pam, or if Coop was out of school, Coop would be coming across there, and that was kind of neat because I could look up and Coop and Owen have them head and healed, and I'd still be over busting them by myself, but at least they was getting doctored.
Yeah,
I was
right.
getting done. That was a whole deal. Like could never feel like you got done.
Yeah.
You just doctor and doctor and doctor and doctor and doctor, and like you look up, wasn't out of the ordinary doctor 45 to 60 head a day by yourself, and you might have went 3 places.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it was just a constant.
Well, I think that's what drags it out of people. Like that's
It
what
does.
gets them out of the yearling.
It's
deal.
that grind. Like
Uh-huh.
you hear everybody talk about, oh, it's the daily grind. That was the grind. Like you needed to be in them things at daylight, like sun's poking up over them. Like you can look across there and see what's got a hump in their back and kind of figure it up. It doesn't look like it feels very good because once that sun comes out and gets on them, kind of warms them things up, they're going to change a little bit. Like if they're sick, like you're a day behind, yeah, you can pick them out. I mean, Ray Charles can pick out most of them.
Yeah.
But,
He likes a good joke.
so you look at them like that, and like them first good early pulls, like my freshest set, I want to look at first thing in the morning. So I don't even really want to, I don't want to go in there and get after nothing. Don't want to stir the herd. Don't want to like blow through the middle of nothing.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to go out there, sit for a second. Sun's coming up over them, and then go, all right, I got 3 over here, I got 5 over here, and I got 1 that's standing down here. Who's closest? And then you just kind of go at it like that. And then you kind of start picking on them cattle, to me, after that if you miss something the day before, because you might have, on 1,200 acres, you might have 1,600 of them turned out in there. And so that's a lot of cattle to get
You dang
through
right it
in
is.
one field.
Yeah.
And when you're by yourself, they can get pretty treacherous pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is going to take us to one of my favorite segments.
Uh-oh.
Brought to us, we're going to put you in the Ag Gear hot seat, and because you're wearing Magellan, it's going to get a little hot. So we're going to throw some questions at you, and you come up with a few fun ones too, Mike.
All right.
The Ag Gear hot seat, brought to you by Ag Gear. Of course, go to Ag Gear, use discount code Tucker Brown, save 15%, or you can buy it right here at Rock Mitchell's Saddle Shop. Pretty cool in there, huh?
Yeah, it is.
I like it. Neat to have in
I've
Throckmorton.
only seen that shop change locations like 9
60
times.
Oh, dude, so many times,
in
hasn't
my
it?
lifetime. But this one's probably the best one so far.
I know. Okay, so yeah, the heavy hitting questions.
Uh-oh.
6-man or 11-man?
Ooh. So I was a husky fella. I don't know if you remember that or not, but I was kind of looked like a bale of hay there for a while. It was pretty round. That's pretty round. That side of me would have said 11. When I slimmed up my senior year of high school, would have said 6, but I really wasn't athletic for either one of them.
What about to watch? What about to watch?
Well, so I'm pretty much never home to watch football anymore. So if I do watch anything, it's going to be college football,
Yeah.
11-man.
College.
Fair. It's hard to find a good 6-man game where we're at.
It
now.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. Okay. Wheat or rye?
How about wheat or oats?
Okay.
Depends. Where you at? What are you doing? This part of the world, absolutely wheat all day long.
Yeah.
Down in where I'm living right now, heavy grazers. It's a different variety. It's produces a bigger, broader leaf, a lot more forage to it. So we can really put a lot of pounds on a lot of cattle and run a lot of cattle on less acres.
Steers or heifers?
Daily average gain, steers. Health, heifers, hands
Really?
down. So much easier to get straightened out.
Interesting.
Harder to get calm,
Yeah.
little flightier, little wilder. But as far as like overall health on them,
Yeah.
heifers. I think once you take the, it's probably a long answer for the short question.
Oh,
that
you're
I'm
good, you're
sitting
good.
on. I think once you take that reproductive track out of that bull calf and make him a steer, he kind of loses his will to live. But them heifers, we're not spaying those heifers. We're not doing anything to them. that drive for reproduction, I think, drives life.
Huh. So, yeah, heifer's easier to keep straight. Okay. Or to get straight.
To get
in your
straight.
experience.
Harder to keep gentle. Takes a little longer to keep them gentle, but they straighten out a lot better. Death loss is always way shorter on them heifers.
Okay. Mike, you got some?
If you had the choice, would you do ranch bronc or ride a bull?
What was the first one?
Ranch bronc. So bronc riding or bull riding?
So I am like a 34 inseam, and the rest of me is hanging over the top of the belt. I'm not equipped to do either one. I could probably sit there and drink a beer and eat popcorn and watch, though, at either one of them. Yeah. I like watching, like, there's some guys out there that can really spur bronc and the ranch bronc. Bull riding never interested me, so as far as watching, hands down ranch bronc.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Mike's been getting on some ranch broncs.
You been getting on some?
Getting on some.
How many times have you looked like an ostrich sticking out of the sand out there? A few?
A few.
Yeah, that happened to me. I called for
There's
one.
a photo of it on Instagram.
I called for one when I was 17. I made about that 2.5, 3 jumps, and I landed out there on my head. And oh man, he said, "Hey, that looked pretty good. Let's have him again." I said, "No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That is not for me." Yeah. So
it's fun. It's like a good adrenaline rush.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get that out of the cow milking.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
No, I love the
I've
cow
never
milking.
seen that until my first day here.
That's my favorite
What's it
event
called?
on the rodeo.
I've never seen that.
Favorite, hands down, favorite.
Favorite horse?
Favorite horse of all time or at the moment?
Yes.
Moment, all of the above.
Yeah.
Man,
You can have 2 answers.
I don't know. So they just keep getting better. Like April, what she's got going on with that breeding program, like I keep thinking they're not going to get any better, and she just keeps running something better underneath me. So right now, my favorite horse, and probably he's been the most enjoyable to work with. He's been the most what's the word I'm looking for? He's not resentful at all. Like he's been forgiving.
Yeah.
And he's helped me grow up a lot and learn a lot more of the performance deal. Is I've got a 7-year-old once in a blue boon out of a daughter to Spots Hot that is dog gentle, and my boy rides him.
Nice.
And he is good. And Knox says, when you ask him about his horse, he said, that's my horse Boots, and that's a good son of a buck.
Nice.
So, but that's fixing. I got to make him another one. We're gonna sell him in January at Fort Worth. So
okay.
I'm gonna show him in that invitational deal, and then when it comes time to run him through, I'm gonna get a little out of him, and then we're gonna stick him on there and let him do his deal.
Let the hands get going again.
Yeah, let it get after it.
Well, if you could only pack 3 things in your saddlebag, going to wheat country, what are you throwing in there?
Probably a dry pair of gloves. And, all right, in my med bag, let's do med bag and vest.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to lie, we don't wear much bonnet down there during the wintertime because it rains so much. So
Okay.
Spitzer Animal Health, I'm giving you a free plug here. Your ball caps, your winter ball caps, a hoodie, and a vest.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're going to wear the leggings. Got to keep the water off of you somehow.
Hoodie over or under the vest?
Vest over.
Vest over.
Yeah, hoodie, vest.
You said, yeah,
I
obviously.
mean, who would do the other way?
I don't know.
Otherwise, you're going to look like the Michelin Man underneath your hoodie. I've looked like that part of my life. I don't need to look like that again.
Okay, so med bag and vest
So
pockets.
in my vest, I want some dry gloves. Everybody makes fun of me, but I have this bag that I keep needles, syringes, extra chalk in, and it's actually what my vest came in, and it's like this big. It's got a drawstring on it. I stick it in my pocket. And
Does it say
up.
Crown Royal on it? Does it say Crown Royal?
No, I don't even know. It's just a black bag. It's actually on the door of my pickup. I'll show it to you in a little bit if you want to see it.
Ah.
But anyways, I take that random assortment of needles, different size syringes, and chalk markers. Chalk markers. That's the part we're gonna have to edit. And so that's gonna be in my vest with a dry pair of gloves, and then in my med bags, Resiflor, probably 2 bottles of that if we're pulling heavy on first pulls. Some extra needles in the pouches, and always Banamine.
Yeah.
I'm a Banamine fanatic.
Isn't Nuflor the combo, or is it Resflor?
Res is the combo.
Res.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't give it with the Resiflor, but
Yeah.
like second treats, and like if there's a calf over there that just doesn't look like he doesn't need a shot, but there's something off with him or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give him a
some
shot of
Banamine.
Banamine.
Get him feeling good.
Yeah, a little shot of B12. Go put him on water. Put him on hay bale, stress tub,
There you go.
something like that.
Anything else? All right. You're out of the Ag Gear hot seat.
Woo.
Congratulations. You made it through. That was a good one. Go to Ag Gear online. Get you on your phone or on the computer. Use discount code Tucker Brown. Get 15% off. Shout out to
Wear a
Ag
free
Gear.
shirt.
Yeah. And so this is going to take us to, well, we'll do that here in a minute. Another one of my favorite segments, but we'll do that here in a minute. But I do want to ask, what are some, if you were to give somebody advice on important relationships that you have in the industry?
Like
Or do
heavy,
you?
like heavy hitters or what?
No. Like if someone was getting their first camp job,
Oh, like advice?
what people that do they need to befriend, or should they?
I don't. Be nice to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's no reason to be a certain way to anybody. Just be confident in yourself.
Mhm.
Don't be don't be over the top about it, but I mean, have some confidence. Don't be cocky. Have confidence.
There you go.
In yourself. Be willing to admit that you don't know everything, and that's hard for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I still don't know everything. I've learned something new every day, and like I've learned stuff from Joe Blow down the street to, I mean, I learn stuff from Pete all the time. He always is bringing something up that I'm just like, okay, wow, kind of blowing my brain. But sometimes I do that to him too.
Yeah.
And so it's a 2-way street.
There you go. You ever like you kind of mentioned it earlier, those reps from those med companies?
Those are great people. My favorite one, I'll call him out on here. Maybe he'll watch this, maybe he won't. But Kevin Purcellis
Okay,
is
P.
one of my top favorites of all time.
He's good, isn't he?
Man, that guy is he's good.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good human being.
Fair.
Like, at the end
Yeah,
of the
he is.
day, he'll take that hat off and is just a man and will shoot you straight and tell you the truth about what you need to do.
Tries to help you out too.
Yes.
I mean,
Well, I mean, he's doing it. He's done it himself.
right.
And so he gets it.
Yeah. I mean, I think those are good. Like, I wish I had made those relationships sooner than turning
Don't
30.
be afraid to cold call. You know,
I say that's how you got your job.
that's how I got mine. I mean, and I've always struggled with confidence. I just not the most, just never have radiated it to the world.
You ever get in a feed yard?
No, and have no ambition to.
I don't either. I did for a little bit, and I kind of still do at home
Well,
a little bit,
touche.
but not really.
No, I mean, y'all's deal's a little different than just a yard. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. No, that never did. That never did intrigue me at all.
Yeah.
The cow-calf deal, I love it. Everybody loves cow-calf deal, but when people romanticize cowboying and camp jobs, they romanticize the cow-calf part. Well, that part you're romanticizing only lasts a week to, depending on where you're at, maybe 2 months.
Yeah.
And that's the dragging and branding the
Uh-huh.
caves. Like, the rest of the year, it's prowling, starting colts, riding, doing this, going and pregging cows, the weaning. It's all the other thing. The water lines, pulling windmills, pulling wells, like plumbing, shoveling out tanks, fixing fence, water gaps. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like just all the things, and everybody romanticizes the part of getting to drag calves. Well, one, I'm terrible at dragging calves. Like that is not my forte. I like it in the herd. Like if you're in a herd of cows that you don't strip them, I enjoy that.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I drag calves really good. I don't. Do I enjoy doing it with a good crew? Yeah. And if they call me and ask me, hey, do you want to come drag some calves? You bet. I'll drag my 5 or 10 and thanks. I appreciate it.
Got your itch.
Yeah, y'all don't have time for me to stay in here much longer. I enjoy that. I like the yearling deal because it's the same, but it's different, and you get to see a train wreck turn into like a beautiful story at the end. You know, like, ooh, they unload, and like most people cringe. Like if you get a load of number ones, I want to have a heart attack. Like, I'm not excited. Like, they've got one direction to go.
Yeah.
Backwards.
Yeah.
But I get a load of 2s and 1.5s. I'm like, yeah.
You got
like,
a way to
we
go.
can do something with this. Like, they're not expected to do well. So if they do great, then we did incredible.
Right. So you don't like having Ari Brown Ranch calves, is what you're saying?
No, I mean, I have in the past that were out of some of y'all's bulls.
Yeah.
And they were good calves. And the bulls were good, and I liked them. And I farmered them things around because I knew they'd been farmered. Wink,
Get that?
wink.
Yeah, they had been. Did
They
you
suck good.
You had some of those RAB bulls at Tongue River too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the ones I'm talking about. Yeah, they were good.
Yeah,
they were good. Like, so you kick them things out in 5,000 acres and hit the siren, bring a few cows. They's gonna show up.
Mm-hmm.
They like the girls and they like to eat.
They don't miss a meal.
No, they don't miss a meal, and they like the girls.
Come on.
Had good breed up with them too.
Hey, they're living their dream.
Yeah,
They're living their dream.
absolutely.
All right, this takes us to one of my favorite segments of the podcast.
Okay.
And this is called the Bedrock Tough Question.
Ooh.
Welcome to the Bedrock Tough Question, brought to you by Bedrock Truck Beds. The toughest truck beds there are, and that's why we use them. Get one today and find out for yourself. And now back to the Bedrock Tough Question. All right, the Bedrock Tough Question. What is the toughest thing about running yearlings?
It's not the yearlings. It's the crew.
It's the crew.
It's the crew. Managing people is the hardest job I've ever had.
Okay.
No, hands down.
So managing the hauling and all that, or just
no, I'm
your
just
help?
the day to day.
Managing your help.
Yeah, my guys. Like when you got good ones, it's great. And then if you got one, for lack of a better term, turd in a bunch, it'll run the whole deal. And I mean, instantly, just boom like that. That's been a struggle trying to learn how to manage people.
Yeah.
And I have not learned. I'm trying. It's still a daily struggle, and I've asked a lot of people that have been in management a long time, does it ever get easier? And they said, no. You just get lucky sometimes, and then sometimes you get cursed. Sometimes they're really good, and then sometimes no bueno.
Not so much.
Not so much.
The people.
People.
That's fair.
Yeah, animals don't talk back.
No. You just rope them and set your horse down.
Pretty much. I try not to do that as much anymore. Them were all customer cattle on a lease deal that I did that on. But when you own them, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Right up, get her out, get them short.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Legs ain't cheap.
Well, this will take us. That brought to you by Bedrock Truck Beds. It's Bedrock. That's the truck beds we use because they're the toughest ones. Go try them out. This is where you get to become the host.
Ooh.
And you get to ask a question or two to Michael or I.
Where are you from?
Alabama.
He's in Alabama.
Like
country
Greenbow,
boy.
Alabama?
Elsinore.
Oh, how far is that away from Forrest Gump?
About Greensboro's 40 minutes. It's pretty close to Mobile, so I'd say less than 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Gotcha.
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
Jump up and bet me.
Hey, we got was it Bubblegum
Bubblegum Shrimp.
Yeah, we got his restaurant.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
some good food.
I had one for you, but I forgot it. I only got off on Alabama.
Roll Tide.
You
College
got
football.
3 girls now?
Got 3 girls.
How is that? Girl dadding.
I'm just all in.
You're just swimming in the estrogen ocean.
There's a pink stream that follows me everywhere
Ooh.
of glitter.
And
What do you
pink
have?
stream.
I was fixing to say, what do you have that doesn't have glitter on it?
Yeah, it's just a
Nothing?
pink stream of glitter that follows me.
Yeah.
Not much. It's not much glitter yet. That's only.
So how old's your oldest?
Rayleigh is 4.5. She'll turn 5 in December.
Okay.
Um,
She's just a little bit younger than Knox.
Yep. And then Brooklyn just turned 2, and then Lila's 3 months.
Woo.
Cabin window's pretty short.
Say that.
Yeah.
EPD's on you must be good.
I passed the test, you know. Yeah, the 3 girls thing. Yeah, I'm just all in.
There you go.
It is wild because
Oh, my brother's same way. Like, he's
Is
got
he?
2 girls, so, like, girl dadding.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's all I know. So whenever like you saw Laurie, you saw
Mhm.
cousin Laurie earlier. You know they have 3 boys,
Mm-hmm.
and we were at the pool with them the other day, and I got to playing with the boys, and I was like, "Whoa, this is way different. This is so different. They don't want to hug. They just want to break my finger."
They want to break your fingers, and then they want you to throw them, and
Yeah.
and it's all fun until it's not anymore.
And then Laurie, the mom of 3 boys,
Mm-hmm.
cousin Laurie, she goes, she was like, I took Rayleigh to Dollar General, and it was hilarious because she was like, "Oh my goodness, Laurie, look how pretty this is."
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "I never get that.
Yeah.
I never get to enjoy that."
She's getting fart jokes all day long.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I'm 35 and I still enjoy a good fart joke.
Same here.
Yeah, he likes a good joke.
Yeah, love a good joke.
He does. He
Now
does.
you're looking at one.
So what got you into the horse show deal? We hadn't really talked about that much.
Oh, so that kind of started when I was at Tongue River and kind of got the ball rolling on that. Oh, it was terrible to watch when I first started.
Yeah.
I mean, like cringeworthy.
You
And
were, or
sometimes it-
just like you were cringeworthy, or
Yep.
watching others was cringeworthy?
No, me.
You
It was bad. I'd get tight and get on the muscle and couldn't relax and fear of messing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I messed up way more.
Yeah.
It still happens. I relax a little bit more now. I still hustle through the rain, and that is my Achilles heel is lead changes. It gets me every time.
I feel like that fear though is like once you like so few make it past that, whether it's horse showing or whether it's ranching.
Anything, man.
Right.
It's life in general.
I know. Like if you hadn't looked stupid in a while, you probably hadn't grown very much.
Exactly. A little humbling never hurt anybody.
Right?
Like, you can win all you want to, but sooner or later somebody's going to come in there and kick your butt. And then that just means you can either do one thing, pack it up and go home and never come back, or you can go home and work your butt off and come back and beat the snot out of them the next go around. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Like, you can settle for being subpar or average or good, or you can be great, or you can be in that category that's elite. That, to me, in my brain and the way I think about anything and everything, there's Dr. and Yearlings attempting to train horses, because that's where we're at, is attempting to train horses. For me, is I don't want to be average and I don't want to be good. I want to be in that category of elite, and I don't mind putting that work in to get there. Like anything else.
Yeah.
If it's worth having, it's worth working for to get it.
And so you kind of started there at Tongue River.
With the showing,
Yeah.
and then I didn't show any at Rocker Bay, and we did like the shortest stint in the world, like 9 months. out there. And then we packed up. Missy called and asked if we were interested in that job down there. And I was like, I don't think I'm qualified for that. But she said, well, we think you might be. And I was like, are you sure you're talking to the right person? Like, do you know who you're talking? She said, yes, I know who I'm talking to. So anyways, we went down there and looked at it, and Pete offered it, so I took it and kind of hadn't looked back. But Pete has made it possible through April, or April has made it possible. I don't know how to say that, but those two together have made it a big thing to go get help. She's had clinicians come. I've seen guys sit in them clinics and just grumble and complain and, the whole time. And, like, those guys were all over my butt just chewing on it. And it's hard to swallow sometimes. Like, you're going to hear some things you don't want to hear that you thought maybe you were good at. Turns out, probably not. And so I tried to take that stuff and chew on it and go home and work on it and see if I couldn't improve it. And some of it's gotten better, and then some of it some natural feel for me has not ever been a thing in a horse, so it's something I have to be very conscious of when I'm riding one. And anyways, they have made it possible and put in the work for us to be able to do some really cool things with the showing or whatever you were into, and put you in a position where you can really thrive. And for that's a huge thing.
Yeah,
that they have done. They're buying in on their people, and it's amazing.
Yeah, that's cool. They're letting you kind of travel and do some showing. That's what you did today, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, we went up to Orange Springs and tried them on. Got a little money back.
There you go.
Would have liked to got it all back, but it doesn't always fall that way. So now I have a laundry list of things to go home and work my butt off before October when fraternity comes around. Now, I'm not showing anything in fraternity, but the cowboy class, I'm gonna try to show a couple.
There you go.
That class.
Yeah.
Go on with them.
The horse show deals just exploded.
Man, there's some good horses out there, and every time you turn around, it's like, man, where'd that thing come from? But it's the same deal. Like, you see them win a little bit, and then they either promote to the next class or something. They lose a show, and you never see them again. It's like you'll see them for here and there for 1 year, and then they're gone. And you don't see them. Like, there's not that many people that are just hanging in the ranch horse deal.
Yeah.
That are hanging in there and have been in there. It'll be almost 10 years I've been showing, and it's really not the same people what I started showing around. I mean, some are, but some aren't. It's nice to see the new faces, and then there's ones that have come after I started that are still around, and they've climbed the ladder and done really well, and it's nice to see people you think a lot of eat at the table.
Yeah.
Get a chance to sit down and eat.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is nice to see that.
What do you not a loaded question either. What is your thoughts on the the March event that we have going on the horse show?
So I wish I could have made it. I've got to come once. Let's see, I think that was in 23, maybe 24. I got to come out to one of them. I don't remember which one it was, and I got to show, and Lanham's ground's fast.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like a slip and slide.
He farms that thing over and over and over again.
Farmer at that.
He is literally Farmer Brown when it comes to that. Like, that's his baby.
He's got it figured out. I mean, he's got it going his way. It's a great event.
And I'm asking because I don't go to any other events.
No.
Like, I've been to the World's Greatest.
Right?
Like,
See, I hadn't been to that.
I've been to a few.
Stupid Yearlings always make me have to stay home from World's Greatness.
Yearlings.
Yeah. Processing on Saturday night. And
you got to be married to him.
You are married to him, especially if you're PI testing them things on processing.
Ooh, at the time, like a live test?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I run Central States testing tests in-house, and it's another one of those.
How would you describe that PI process, or like what it is?
So we get those cell-born cattle in, and before we skip that, I'm going to go back to your other deal. Love y'all's event.
Okay.
Hope I get to come back this next year if timing will allow for it. And now on to the other. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
I,
good.
I don't like to
hit
leave
that
things
bunny
undone.
hole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you hit that bunny hole. Rabbit trail. So those cattle come in for us. Like they get bought, they get loaded, they get sent down there, and I unload them at my house. And not in the house, but in the pens there. I try to give them 24 to 36 hours, depending on how far they came and how bad they look, and kind of trying to judge their water intake by, urination, defecation, that type stuff. Like, are they rested? I don't want them just standing around there. Like, I want them to look like they've kind of ate a little, can kind of move around. Because if not, like, all your vaccines and everything are on a pH scale, and all that's water variant. How much water intake is in them.
So for those vaccines to work, they gotta have some water.
They got to have some water in them. And they really need to have some nutrition in them, too.
And if they're 3 weights, they're probably weaned on the truck.
Well, on diesel smoke.
Yeah, weaned on diesel
And sometimes that's the
smoke.
best way to do it. I mean, it's traumatic, but what isn't? I mean, so they come into us, we'll start processing them. So I process everything in numerical order. And for every region that those cattle come out of, they have a certain color. So, like Arizona, I've got everybody's going to laugh at me. They say it's orange or tan, but it's not. It's peach, and that's what it says.
Okay, it's peach.
Colored tag
Okay.
from Arizona. And we do steers in the right ear and heifers in the left. And so, when we process, we'll brand them. We're giving them an injectable wormer, an IBR, a blackleg shot, an immune stimulant. I'm mass treating them with biomycin, white worming them, oral wormer, and then I'm pulling a PI test, and we're tagging them, and an implant. And so as we're going through that, I've set up over there. So on my side, I white worm, I mass treat, I give the immune stimulant, I pull the PI test, and or I implant or tag, depending on what they are. So that's all on the right. So if steers, I tag. If it's heifers, I implant. So I do those 5 things on that side as they're branding.
They're getting the baker's dozen.
Yeah, I mean, and we're running a calf about every 25 to 30 seconds. I mean,
I'm booking it.
It's pretty steady, and that's just moving. We're not ramming and jamming. We're try to be as low stress as we possibly can on them cattle. I want them walking. Mm-hmm. I don't want them running. So
talk about the PI test.
So we'll pull that PI test, and I've got a solution. Take that ear notch, put it in there, and so it's the same as whatever tag went in their ear.
That solution has a number on it,
and it pulls the protein out of that ear to get that sample. And so then when I let it sit for however long, so usually by the time we start processing and the time we finish, depending on how many we've got, the first row is good to go. By the time I get up to the office, put the meds up, get all my other stuff out, and then pull all the samples, put in the wells, and then you have to incubate it, put another solution in there, incubate it for so long, dump it, wash it, put another solution in there, incubate it again. When the timer goes off, if it turns blue, well,
They're
you're a
PI.
father of 3, you know what happens there.
They're a PI. Yeah.
You're PI positive.
PI positive, and that is
persistently infected.
look at you go.
Yeah.
You got.
I didn't even know what that was till I went to work for Pete.
And most don't. I mean, most don't
never
work
heard
with
of it. But
PI
looking
cattle.
back over the course of 16 years before that, I'm like, man, I don't even know how many of them things I had. But I had some wrecks that I couldn't hardly get out of. But I remember this one calf dying, and then when he stopped, or when he died, it just kind of quit.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Like
Yeah.
PI.
And that's they're persistently infected
BVD.
with bovine viral diarrhea. Yeah, BVD.
It's BVD. Is it type BVD2 type B or BVDB type? I can't remember. I used to know.
I'm not an animal scientist. I don't know.
I mean,
I didn't get that degree.
DB's gonna be a little bit upset with you.
I know.
A little disappointed.
He probably doesn't listen. That's all right.
Probably not.
Those PI casts. I mean, Jody does them too. Dallas,
Oh, does he PI test them too?
PI tests everything.
I think it's like, I'm probably gonna get the math wrong on this. I want to say it's like $3 a head. You can't afford not to.
Yeah, pretty.
I mean,
relatively cheap, especially with cattle today.
It's time consuming, and I really don't want to go up there and run them things. But at the end of the day, if it's the difference in being at a 2% or 3% death loss or being at a 5 or a 6, like, every bit of money that we put up, like, as long as you're putting your gains coming in and the boss is happy, life's good.
Yeah.
Like,
and that persistently infected calf, like, isn't it? They will always.
they're always a shedder.
They are always shedding that.
They got
to
it in
other
utero.
animals. Yeah.
Is what happened.
So their mom was what's the right word? Open to it.
So their mom, more than likely, what happened, like the way it got explained to me, was this: cow got bought at Selborn. She was a little bit sick when you got her home. Didn't have any meds, so you thought you'd run down there to the store and get you a shot of LA-200 and give it to her the next day. Well, you get out there to give her the shot, she's fine. She got a little bit sick. But she's at a certain point in that gestational period
Exposed.
that she passed it away, or passed it on to that fetus, and then that fetus gets it, and then he's got it for life. And so
always shedding.
his viral load, like a normal calf, is like 1,500, depending on what the virus is or bacterial load is, like 1,500 to 5,000 or whatever. The calf's like 5,000 to 5 million parts per million. It just depends on and what severity that they are. I mean, I've seen them
always shed it.
Like this winter, I had a load come out of Arizona that had 3 on it, and I guess they was all in the nose of that truck.
Wow.
And when they get off, they walk off, and I have 3 of them just walk about 3 steps over and just
fall down.
Chili whop themselves. And then there was yellow diarrhea everywhere, and I was just like, cool.
Great.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Here we go. Like, can't put that load next to anything else.
No. Literally, yeah, keep them away. Because just what is it? The nose touch and water and
water, saliva.
Hay. Yeah.
Do y'all use any Symbion out there?
We don't.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
So they treat a lot of waters and stuff with it. It's actually a really good remedy for cocci.
Huh.
And
That's a coccidiosis. Isn't that
Coccidiosis.
coccidiosis?
And so we dose our waters with it, but it also like kills pretty much everything and strangles for horses. Like it will. A lot of people, these horse show people, they mix it up, pump up sprayer every time they go to a show. Before they go in there, they just douse those stalls with it and kind of disinfect everything. So it's I mix it in my fly spray. It kills flies too.
Nice.
Like you can
What'd
put
you
it
call
on
it?
a horse. Symbiont.
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 What's
Symbiont.
it look like?
It's ours comes in a 55-gallon drum, and it's just a foamy liquid. Like it works really good as a soap too. It'll burn your skin. Like if you got baby skin like me, it'll burn your skin. But you can spray it on a horse and then go wash that horse, and there is no dirt on him. Period.
Wow.
I mean nothing. It's a pretty cool drug. Well, it was a chemical made for tomato plants, but turns out it works on cocci and pretty much everything else too.
Huh. You have any? I mean, as much doctrine as you've done by yourself, you've had to run into some interesting. Find yourself in a bind.
Yeah. No. So this winter was probably the worst one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a really bad week. I had a horse fall on me. It had rained, and I was in a trap, and that trap tried to kill me off a couple of times. But I was in there by myself that day, and that horse slipped and fell on me. Luckily, came out unscathed on that one. About a week later, I mean, we was bad off in it. Like we were talking like 600 or 700 a week. It was, there was 5 of us, and I mean we were just
good night.
you know, Shout out to Spitfire. Them are good ropes. They last a long time, Doctor. Cattle. So I was in there that morning, and then I had a set of Missouri steers, cutter bulls that came in. There was like 3 steers on that whole deal, and the rest of them was all cutter bulls. And I say load, it was 2. And they had given them up there, and why they did it, I don't know. They gave them Nasalogen 3 before they put them on the truck. And they'd just come out of a sale barn, and that load, he called me, and he said, hey, and we're processing. It's like 7:30 at night, and the lights are on, and like we're trying to get done, and we've already been at it all day. And this old man, he's trying to tell me all the things that he's done to him. I'm like, I don't care. Put them on the truck and get them here. I don't care. Sounds good. And I was probably a little bit rude, but I had my hands full. And so that load gets in, wreck. I mean, from the get-go. Like, these cattle look awful. So they gave them Nasalogen 3, which is an IBR that goes internasalogen, gets in the bronchial tubes and all them things. And then I kind of forgot about it. And so this was probably my mistake. I went ahead and processed them like I normally process everything else. And so they pretty well got a double dose of it.
Yeah.
Without me in the moment realizing, like, just that creature of habit, just doing it. And then they were cutter bulls, and it rained 2.5, 3 inches. And then I had a lot of green bags. And so kind of get them over that deal. And I think I'm getting to a good spot. Well, then I have microplasma break in there. And so I'm in there by myself one morning, and I think it was a Friday morning. Yeah. And I go down there, and the hogs had got in my oat field early on in the fall. And there's a hole, I don't know, probably about as big around as a manhole cover. And the oats were about that tall, and they're just growed over the top of that hole. And there was 2 over there standing, and I roped one, tied him down. I was like, man, I'm just going to catch that other one real quick, and I'll just drive him up here, and I'll just have to step off one time to doctor both of them.
There you go.
And draw meds one time, because I was like, it's a long day. I cut down on this thing, and I stand up, and I'm like right here fixing to throw it, and my horse puts both front feet in that hole, and I mean just chili whopped. And so when the way I hit, I took the saddle horn and the swells right here in my liver, like right here across my back and my liver.
Just kind of your side.
Yeah, kind of my side. Like he rolled over on top of me. My head hit the ground. I kind of blacked out for a minute. And of course I'm tied on. Imagine that, right? No neck rope. Riding one of my better horses. Thank God he's gentle. He gets up. He's standing there. He's looking about like I am. I'm laying there on the ground moaning. Finally catch my breath.
Trying to figure out what happened.
And my wife's a nurse. So, in all the almost 10 years we've been married, I've called her one other time. And that's when I thought I broke my leg and I needed to get an x-ray because I had a horse fall on me and like slid on it. And I called her and I was like, hey, can you come down here? I'm in the Mosa. What's going on? I said, just come down here. I need you to look at something. What'd you do? So she knew it was pretty bad. Yeah. And so she comes down there and looks me over and whatnot. And she was like, I think you need to go to the hospital. I was like, I think you need to tell me I need to go back to work. Suck it up. That's what I think. And she was like, well, fine then. Be a stubborn butt and suck it up and go back to work. And I get on my horse and go over and I doctor the calf. I've still got it tied down. And I called her back and I untied the calf, called her back, and I was like, hey, meet me down there at the barn. I said, I'm going to walk back to the house. I was like, I'm going to saddle my horse, but bring me my shoes. I was like, I want to put my tennis shoes on. And so she meets me back down there at the barn. I get in, like, by that time, like, my love handle was, like,
swollen up
past my belt on that side. And I mean, I'm hurting pretty good. And I swear to God, she did it on purpose. She hit every pothole she could on the way to town.
Just to tell you, just to remind you.
Yeah, just
she
to
was
remind
right.
me.
Yeah.
She was right. It bruised my liver and most of my insides on that side. So for about 2 weeks, I went back to work day 3. Actually, I went back to work that night. I PI tested everything they were processing that night.
Oh, there you go.
After, anyways.
I bet that tickled.
Yeah.
You ever have a rope get like under a foot or anything? Under your foot?
Oh, yeah. I've done that in a ranch horse show. It looks like a real gunzel. It's great. It's the most embarrassing. I don't know. That's probably not the most embarrassing, but it's like top 5.
Ever, like, besides making you feel dumb, like, ever get you in trouble?
No.
No.
I've always been able to kind of get myself out of it and kind of, for the most part, come out unscathed. I mean, I've had some good wrecks, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm. Were you tied on?
99.9%
I was about
of
to
the
say, that
time,
always seems to be
I'm just going to be honest. Like, I am more comfortable with that thing tied to the peg.
Are you?
I am. I didn't learn to dally till I was 25.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Just leave her on.
it would just leave it on there. Let her eat.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, go big or go home.
Got some commotion outside of Allsup's over there.
I think for me, it makes me, I know it's dangerous. If I rope something and I'm going to dally, and I do sometimes, don't get me wrong, I don't take it as serious when I'm dallied, but when I'm tied on, I know it's,
Oh, there you go.
you're at the mercy of everything.
Yeah.
But the older I get, the more I kind of try to pay attention and not just and go and just glaze over. Like, I kind of go to looking around, and I'd been looking around that morning, but when them oats are like that, you can't see nothing. You don't know what's under there.
I bet that did hurt.
Oh, it was, and we weren't just trotting.
You was getting it.
We was owning it. I mean, full-fledged 3 weights. They're like baby calves. They can motor scoot quick.
So I get asked all the time about, mostly from young folk who want to ranch, who want to cowboy. They're like, how do I get in? I just, like, nobody will give me a chance. Any advice for somebody trying to get into the business? To the industry, not into the business, but...
Just in the industry, just want to make a hand, like learn about it.
Yep.
Find somebody that is patient, probably older, more than likely, that slowed down. Like, a good one, unfortunately, he's not alive, and you got to spend a lot of time with him, would have been George Self.
Yeah, he was great.
I mean, that guy had knowledge upon knowledge upon knowledge and forgot more about a cow than most of us will ever know.
Yeah.
And a horse, too.
Yep.
Guys like that, Buzzo.
Buzzy's
I mean,
a
that
great one.
Buzzy's a good one. I mean, those
met
kind of
Buzzy yet?
guys.
Have you met Buzzy yet? Buzzy Thorpe?
No.
Oh, you're
You need to
missing
meet him.
out.
You need to meet him.
Man,
Oh, wait. Is he missing a finger?
Yep,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Buzz.
Yeah.
I met him at the hardware store.
That guy he's
Smart.
awesome.
Smart guy.
He has a wealth of knowledge and doesn't mind giving it to you.
Yeah.
Some of those guys they don't want to give you their secrets. Like, they don't want you to know what they
they'll
went through to get there, like gatekeeping.
Yeah.
But there's some in there that they don't mind telling you what they're doing and how they did it and what you need to do to get better. Find you somebody like that in your region and go learn from them. Don't worry about what it pays
Right.
or if it pays.
That
Just go
cold
learn.
call.
Yeah, cold call it.
Goes back to the cold call.
Oh.
Well, as we kind of get towards the end of this here, we always like to ask any, and you can answer one or both of these questions. Best advice you've ever received or favorite Bible verse or chapter?
I want to answer both of them. Best life advice is going to come from my dad, and it was always trust your gut.
Always trust your gut.
Always trust your gut, and pray about it too. But the always trust your gut goes for a lot of things, and don't be scared to mess up was the other one from him. Like, if you mess up doing something, he was always good with it. Mm-hmm. But if you just didn't do anything, that wasn't gonna be all right. Like, you better be doing something if you're gonna mess up. Favorite Bible verse is gonna be Isaiah 41:10.
I want to write that one down.
That one is huge for me. It's huge for my wife and I both. I'm gonna peel the onion on this one,
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So, we'll be married 10 years in November, and we had 4 miscarriages, and then we had Knox, and a lot of that would break a lot of people.
Yeah.
Marriage. It was tough. Infertility's tough, and it's really tough when you're living on camp wages. Thank God she was nursing at that point in time. That helped me a lot. But I'll tell you straight up, and I'll tell everybody on this deal, I spent my life savings twice getting that boy on the ground, and I would do it in a heartbeat all over again.
Yeah.
I mean, he was worth more to me than life itself. I'd do anything in the world for him. That was tough, and I want people to know they ain't alone. Like, it's hard. Find comfort in the Word and talk to your partner. Talk to your wife, talk to your husband, whatever. Like, communicate with each other. Don't shut the other person off. Like, keep each other in the loop. It'll save your marriage, and you want to be one of those fairy tale endings, that holding hands at the deathbed, right? That's what I want to do. And then right before Knox had just turned 2, and my wife was like 3 or 4 days, maybe 2 days away from turning 30. We found out she had thyroid cancer. And so anytime you hear the word cancer, man,
Scary.
It gutted me that day. Like, I don't know any other way to put it. Like, it put me down. Like, I'm sitting here thinking I'm 32 years old with a 2-year-old. What, just the word itself, what am I going to do? How am I going to raise this boy by myself? And so she has whipped that thing's butt. And that is the toughest woman I've ever seen in my life, to go through all the things that she's gone through. And she has stood on Christ the whole time and been faithful and had her knees bent at the cross and done all the things. And that woman is incredible. Incredible. Tougher than nails on a lot of bases. And I don't give her near enough credit that she deserves. Man, she's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. And so that verse has seen us through a lot of that turmoil. Me personally, like, I can go almost every day and read that. And
what is it? Do you know what it is?
It's
or we can pull it up.
do not fear, do not be dismayed. I will strengthen you and uphold you with my righteous right hand. Probably didn't get that exactly right, but that's in some version of it. But yeah.
Yeah, it's talking about fear.
Don't be scared. Like, don't be scared. Don't worry about it. I got you. I'm gonna hold you up.
That's cool.
I'm gonna keep you going. And I mean, there's a lot of times you just want to quit a lot of things and dig down, have some intestinal fortitude, and just keep plugging.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is she still fighting that?
No, I mean, she's good. They went back a while back and did another ultrasound, and it was like 98 something gone, and they think it's just what's still there is scar tissue. And so
That's awesome.
I mean, she's a warrior. She has changed everything. She hadn't had sugar in years.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
Did it change your diet too?
it has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured it might.
It has. We try to eat pretty clean. I mean, my guilty pleasure in life is Whataburger. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Whataburger. It's good.
Every number 2 is always the same, no matter where you go. I mean, you can't go wrong. But yeah, no, we try to do really good. Like, she's done really well with what she's done.
Yeah.
Very serious about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Haven.
Go Haven. Go Haven. That's neat. Mike, you have one?
Actually got a quote
Ooh.
and a Bible verse, but it's a quote, you can't hear the good Lord whisper if you're too busy listening to the world holler. That's by my grandfather.
Oh, yeah.
So I have that written down. I finally found
From
it. 'Cause
Pawpaw?
I was trying to show you last week. But I've been reading Colossians, and this one hit me 2 days ago, so I wrote it down. It's Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work heartily
Like that.
as for the Lord and not for men.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one a lot. We had Carly and I have been. There's been some possible health things, and it's like not big, but it just like makes your mind run, right?
Oh yeah.
And not like what
No.
y'all did. So we went to find some people we trust and talk to, and they're like, well, whenever this couple said, like whenever I had trouble, I would just read a psalm every day and write it down. So I would read it and write it, and then so that's what we've been doing, and it's been pretty cool.
No.
And I've never done that before.
Well, it's also grown your relationship with your wife through Christ.
Honestly, that has been, even from the fear of the unknown, like that has been
It's all unknown.
cool. Yeah, that has been pretty cool.
But it's cool what can happen when you let him work.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but I feel like sometimes when I go, no, I'm going to do this, he's like, no, you're not. Go sit down.
Yeah.
That's not,
You're
you're not going to do that. Not going to happen.
I feel like that's what George Self did to me a little bit.
No.
Or he'd
Les
be like,
Norman's done that to me a lot.
okay, sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just give you enough rope.
Mm-hmm. Go hang yourself.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Dude, well, thanks for coming in. Any other stories you want to hit before you go?
I think I got some, but I can't probably tell them on camera.
So we'll have to have them. We'll have to just off the record.
Maybe.
Yeah, once this shuts off, you can
Get it off the record.
We'll have to kill the mics and tell those.
You heading back home tonight?
To mom and dad's as far as home, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna drive the 9 miles
Going to
south
this
of
home?
here, and I'm gonna go stay the night.
I went out there for the first time.
I'm a terrible driver. Like
Are you?
I don't like to drive at night. Not that I can't drive good, which I don't know.
Can you drive? Are you bad at driving at night?
No, I just
Mike
it
is.
hurts my eyes. I do not.
It does. It hurts mine too.
Like I can't walk outside without sunglasses. So
I see you got the Becks.
love them.
Use discount code Brown20, save 20% off
They stay on.
Well, if I'd have known that then.
for your next pair.
So, where's my free pair of Magger shirt?
Free
And
shirt.
that was the promise when I came on here.
Was it? Now I feel pressured. I was like, did I say that?
Wouldn't be here for nothing.
Well, Mike said he got it for you. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike said
Any
it for you.
Yeah.
Dude, thanks for
Not
being on the
bad.
pod, though.
Hey, thanks for having me.
That's cool. Find yourself from team pinning. What did we team pin together when we
Oh
were
yeah.
12 and 15
What was
or
that
something?
buckskin horse that used to buck wheel off all the time?
Sancho.
That's good watching.
I'd go
3
back to
times
watch
one
that.
night.
I'd go back and watch. I'd pay to watch that.
I mean, I don't know how many loads of sand they had to haul up there and fill in the holes he left in that arena, but
From falling on.
Oh, yeah.
Getting bucked
just
off.
getting ejected. I've seen him get ejected off a lot of stuff. That's good.
Those play days were fun.
Good
Or the
watching.
team pin 4-H team pin.
Yeah, they were. They
all
were
that.
really good watching. Good
all
fun.
that. Yeah, all the way from there. Now you're. What number are you over there? 2, 3
What?
at Bonds?
Number?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're kind of right hand man.
Oh no, I wouldn't say that.
No.
No, I'm middle management.
Middleman.
Middle management.
The middleman.
I'm the guy that gets the crap from both ends.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just sandwiched in the middle.
Was yeah, that makes sense. I don't know.
I mean, I answer to Pete, Missy, April, and Miss Joe.
Of course.
On a lot of stuff.
Have you had her buttermilk pie?
Oh yeah.
Buttermilk.
Have you had
pie?
her ice cream cake?
No.
What's a buttermilk pie?
I don't know how to describe it any
I've
differently.
never heard of it.
Go back to Alabama.
Get out of here. Go back to your bowl peanuts.
Hey,
I don't even know how to explain it either. Heaven on
Hers
earth.
hers
in pie
is
form.
hers is great.
No, I
Give
work
them that
for all
Google.
of them.
Huh?
I work for all of them.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I knew you did, but they count on you. Like
Yeah.
you're
yeah. I mean, I'll do whatever.
one of the studs.
I'll try
It's
to
just
do
cool when
whatever
the
I can
hometown
to-
boys make it to that spot.
Oh,
I
It's
guess
cool
I
to
got a
see.
title and a lot of headache is what I got.
It's
That
just
makes sense.
just put a name on it.
Yeah, I just got all the pressure. That's
dang, that
all
looks
right.
good.
I
Buttermilk
like the
pie.
pressure.
He pulls it up.
Yeah, it's
I was
amazing.
so curious. I've never heard of it.
No, it's
He
good.
actually makes most of the pies.
He
They
does.
got lemons.
that.
Yeah,
sweet,
he's
all
good
kinds
at
of
it.
stuff.
They can all cook.
I didn't know
Every
that.
one of them.
What's
Love a
They
good
cook
pumpkin
during
pie.
shipping, and it's good.
You'll have to talk him into coming to the October sale. I don't know. You're kind of probably wheating it
He's
then.
probably gonna be. No, I hope I'm done by then. I'm hoping he's out there in Arizona buying me some cattle going grass to get ready for oats.
There you go.
What I hope he's doing.
Well, thanks, dude. Good to have
Hey,
you on.
thank you.
But
Appreciate you.
even if you can't make it, but if you're listening and you can, it's October 7th and 8th. Plug at the R.A. Brown Ranch. Sam Norman, thanks for joining us, dude.
Appreciate
Thanks again.
it.
Thanks again. You've been